What's going on, FA Nation? Jon Impemba here with today's NFL DFS Week 4 Contrarian Corner. Going to bring you some low roster plays to put in those GPP lineups this week. Let's kick it off at the quarterback position. We're going to go with Jared Goff here in a matchup against the Seattle Seahawks. This game between Detroit and Seattle has the second highest game total on the board at 47.5 points. It's also a low point spread total here between these two games, so we're looking at what is likely to be a competitive matchup. I understand that Jared Goff is going to be without his top receiver, Amon-Ra St. Brown. There is no DeAndre Swift as well, but that doesn't mean we can't see Goff be successful. We saw Josh Reynolds have a good week last week. We know DJ Chark and TJ Hawkinson are also more than capable pass catchers, as is Jamal Williams out of the backfield. Again, this is a matchup where I'm thinking Goff can have success throwing the football against a bad Seattle defense. At the running back position here, we're going to go with Nick Chubb. I know he's a little bit expensive, but if we're going to have some low ownership on him, I'm going to want some exposure to him in my GPP lineups. Through the first 3 weeks, he's been one of the most consistent running backs in the NFL. Last week against Pittsburgh, strong game, over 100 yards and a touchdown. 3 touchdowns the week prior and over 140 yards rushing in week 1. What's not to like about Nick Chubb this week in a matchup against Atlanta? If we're going to have him in this low rostership, the upside for him is tremendous. Going to have him in some lineups for sure this week. At the wide receiver position here, Jerry Jeudy. Again, I understand the Denver Broncos offense has not looked very good. But if we're looking at the price point for Jerry Jeudy here, it's kind of worth taking a risk at him. You know, we know that eventually this Broncos offense is going to click. The Las Vegas Raiders has not looked very good this year. Their defense struggled last week, even losing to Tennessee of all teams. You're looking at now Denver Broncos. I know they had a tough matchup last week themselves against San Francisco. Jerry Jeudy, coming off of that injury, didn't look too great. But I still think there's a chance for a breakout performance. We did get that out of him in week 1 against Seattle. Let's see if Jeudy, at a low rostership, can get us through here in GPPs this week. And we'll finish it off at the tight end position. We're going to go with Gerald Everett. Keenan Allen's not going to play this week. We've seen Everett have a high target share in the last 2 weeks with Keenan Allen out of the lineup. Great matchup here against Houston as well. I think Justin Herbert is a pretty good quarterback play as well if you're looking to spend up and avoid the top price guys. Getting Gerald Everett in your lineup at his price this week, I think is going to be a pretty nice move, especially if he's not going to be that highly rostered. That wraps up today's Contrarian Corner, everybody. Let's go make some money.